Hi everybody, it's Dan from Ink Gaming. Welcome back to Rimworld. This is Season 1, Episode 17, Escape from Prison Planet 314. We're playing on version Beta 18. We are playing with mods, and we're joining our convicts back in their colony. We are up to 5, and they are again sleeping the night away. As you can see, there is a rainstorm outside. But we have significantly expanded the base to where we are setting up the new workroom. We have some stockpiles, and we are going to look to move some of the stuff out of the bigger cooler into there, move some of the chairs over, get some of the building done, and then we will probably look at making some stone blocks and maybe expanding our defensive perimeter and getting some more traps and things in. In addition, we will continue to research because we obviously had not spent enough time on that. So let's go ahead and get started. Everybody will be sleeping for a little while. Last episode, I believe it was, that we actually had a self-tame on an elephant and a rhino. The rhino is named Kenya. I didn't name it. Apparently it is a very friendly rhinoceros. We are going to, I think we have it set, we're going to try to train, oh wow, the elephant's already done. That's fabulous. We're going to train the elephant to haul. But we're going to train the rhinoceros to be an attack rhinoceros. So that's the plan. We still have the 3 alpacas. I'm going to go ahead and keep all of them for now. 2 of them are pregnant. We have gotten some wool off of them. We're up to 300 wool. We again are kind of short on trees, although I know this is growing. And we're short on steel, while we do have a decent amount of components. So here comes the sunlight. That's great. Looks like Suki's off to... Oh, we did set some steel to be mined. That's right. So that's going to happen. Was Rasta our researcher? Yes. Okay. All good. Jim will be cooking. And as far as food, we have a fair amount of meat. Really, we're short on the veggies. And actually, that's pretty concerning. It looks like the rice is getting done here. But that's thoroughly concerning, at least from my perspective. We did say we were going to leave one of these as, both of these as corn. But have we gotten to the point where we're eating more food than... we're really producing or close to it? It is a dilemma. What we may do is... Oh. Yes, when this is done, I think we were going to do heel root, but I think we may do another food crop just to try and get ahead of the curve, if you will. Looks like we're putting some flooring in. We're going to make all of these, they are now roofed hallways. With that in mind, I am going to want to, means they're going to be dark. So let's get maybe a standing lamp in. Might be able to put it like here. It'll give some light in multiple directions. How about right here at that corner? And then we'll go ahead and put one over here as well. Putting down this the agreed upon hex tile that we said we were going to do in hallway, so that's looking great. Rasta's researching. Good. We're a good portion through this project. A lot of filth and dirt, and part of the problem is I think Dennis is supposed to be cleaning, but Dennis has also got a priority on mining, so I believe Dennis is out. Rasta's going to go ahead and stop researching for a little bit to try and train, which that's working out good. Okay, this isn't too bad. So, although I only set the first layer of most of this, so hopefully Dennis will go back and clean soon enough. Looks like I set a little bit over here too. I could probably, oh, we got some sandstones still marked to haul in. I don't know what Hermione is up to. I'm sure hard work. Ah, Hermione. So one of the things I did offline was I set a couple of these stockpiles up to accept certain goods, and I deselected them from this. So it looks like Hermione is doing some hauling to get the stuff that no longer belongs here and over here into here. So this is going to be our weapons for now. Basic, not really segregating them any more than that. This is going to have like our cloth and wool. Looks like the lamps went in. That's great. I think I flagged one of these for the wood and the steel too, but again, there's a lot of stuff to haul. So I would love for Dennis to be done. I think Dennis is going to be done. Unfortunately, that one didn't get done. Why don't I just cancel that? I think all the other ones I flagged got done, which hopefully means Dennis might... Oh, he's going straight to sleep. Well, when he wakes up, hopefully he'll get to cleaning. Rasta's going to do a little bit more research before she goes to bed. And we do need to get this cloth in. Look at how much it's deteriorated. So, what we'll go ahead and do is we'll set a haul urgently on this before it decays anymore. So that way we'll go grab that in the morning. So, that was a pretty decent day. It was a lot of hard work. Those floors, the lamps went in. It looks like we are still not complete over here. That's fine. Hopefully that'll get dealt with tomorrow. We got all the steel mined that the first layer, which is quite a bit of steel, but it needs to be hauled in still. But it's a good start. Now we just went through most of that meat, so I'm going to go ahead and actually for tomorrow, ooh, rainy thunderstorm. I'm going to go ahead and flag all of these as hunting victims. Going to get a little fire started, but the rain will put it out. So, still, very, very impressive. We'll all huddle away in our beds in our base. Very, very safe, secure, snug. How are we doing for stone? Got a good deal of limestone and a fair amount of marble. That's good because A, thinking about A, our wall, or B, if we end up wanting to floor the stockpiles or any of these other things, we have some to work with. Looks like we're all hauling this clothing, which is great. Wish they'd just grab it all, but that's fine. Bam, bam. Okay, so E.G. is hauling. Let's get you to... Okay. E.G. is already going to go doctor. If you recall, Suki has the gut worm still. Has not gone away. Okay, we're going to slow down on time. A shaman, or a shaman merchant from the Blue Chicken, my gosh, Bass-Oexum is approaching. So we're going to take a look. Ooh, it's quite a crew. So we can trade with them, but they are not guests, so we will not entertain them. But once they get here, we'll trade. Maybe we'll have some things that we can trade them. We shall see soon enough. Sounds like we're out hunting. Good job, Suki. We'll just let Suki do her work. Dennis is cleaning. Perfect. E.G.'s probably hauling, which I don't mind at all. It looks like he got the electric tailor bench done. I'm actually surprised that E.G. is not deconstructing this one, though. Ah, I see why. I thought he was hauling. E.G. actually was taking wood to another bench that we're creating. Suki got that hunting done. That's fabulous. Rost is probably going to try and tame. Good with that. This chair is going to get moved. That chair is going to get moved. So all of that is great. I can't believe how stormy it's been. Did I not flag this one too? I did not. There you go. Good, we're harvesting the rice. Suki's back out there shooting at ibixes. And here comes the traders. Now, it looks like all our corpses that we had that killed previous attackers and victims, looks like they all decayed underneath this the hot weather and now the stormy weather. So we're going to go ahead, and I think we're going to go ahead and move it back up. I am going to have EG soon. Looks like a little fire starter, but no big deal. Let's go have you trade, EG. Looks like you finished deconstructing that. That's great. And let's see. Oh, very limited. Very, very limited. Well, that's fine. So they have quite a bit of money because they're quite a big caravan. They've got some very interesting things. This Psychic Insanity Lance, the Shock Lance, and the Animal Pulsar. All are very expensive. We could buy some gold from them. There is some use for gold at some point, I believe. I'm trying to remember. I think one of, maybe even the Advanced Research Station or the thing that helps it. And I don't know that we have any gold on the map, so I'm kind of tempted. But of course, we have very limited money. So let's first sell all of our smoke leaf. That'll give us only 499. If I take all of the gold, that'll cost us a total of 38. Okay, I think I could deal with that. I don't actually know whether we need the gold though, so maybe I should check that first. What I'll do is I'll take the 499 and then I can talk to him again after I go check this. How's that? Plasteel eventually we need some too, but we'll hold off. Okay, so I'm going to go back to single speed real quick. You know, if I don't have the appropriate research, I'm not even sure that I can actually check now that I think about it without going to the wiki. So Suki's out hunting. Let's see. So we have a heat wave. That's unfortunate. We do have some coolers, obviously, that are attempting to help out, but do we have enough? And will, more importantly, the bigger fridge that we made, is that going to actually hold out? I don't know if it'll hold out, is the real question. So I guess we'll find out, right? Luckily, the only thing we're kind of keeping in here right now, wow, we are so short of food. It's incredible. Literally, we went through all that corn. Where's it all going? You don't think our wonderful animals are eating it, do you? They're supposed to be eating the hay. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's go to zone area. Let's clear on the animal no crops. I'm actually gonna, most of them aren't hauling anyway. So they're losing access to this fridge for now. Too bad. They're not supposed to be able to get at this other stuff, but I just don't know where all our food is going. We're only making fine meals. So when you click on one of these, I'm using a mod that's supposed to prioritize their food. And the best current food is grass. And they have a whole region. I know there's not a lot out there, but there's a whole region for them to go do. I'm afraid that they're going right through grass and into like hay, which we do have some of, and we're planning to grow some more of. We are growing some more of. I don't know. Maybe we just go through that many meals. It's rough. Okay, looks like Suki's harvesting. I was not able to check the gold thing, so at this point we're just going to kind of assume we don't need it, or we'll just get it at another point. That's my plan. Let's get that hauled in. It's a nice bit of silver. As you can see, we're moving the cloth. It looks like the workbench got done. Looks like some smoke leaves getting put in here, and EG's getting to work. We got this deconstructed. It needs to be hauled. We got the stone carving station deconstructed. It needs to be hauled. We're going to go ahead and reinstall this chair here. And I believe we need to set this up. So it's a bad temperature in here. As you can see, it's hot. We never set it. This is not real good either, even though we're trying to push it down. And how about this bedroom? Bedroom's okay, but these bedrooms, you know, okay. So this is holding this okay. This is holding this. This is not doing a great job, and then we don't have anything here. Let's set up this build, though, assuming we survive the wondrous make any stone blocks. Details, we are going to drop on the floor, and we are going to change the ingredient radius to be right about there. Okay. And then let's go, there we go. Okay, so we got that set up. Do we have enough steel, folks? I know we dug enough out, but we haven't collected it to build. What I'm thinking, obviously, is to build a cooler. That was the plan. I hate to put it on the outside because it's not really that defendable. I'm not going to put one to cool like here and here. It'll just be for the workroom. So what do you guys think? I think it would make sense. It is getting towards the evening. But I think we'll have, now that we got all of these things built, I think we'll have enough steel to actually do it. Did we ever finish all the traps? We did there. Okay. Out here it's 51. In here it's 45. Oof, awful. Really, really awful. Those bedrooms. This isn't horrible. I mean, it's not nice, but it's not horrible. Okay, well, let's speed up time. We'll work on the fridge tomorrow. Looks like we're making some simple meals now, hopefully from the meat. Looks like the meat, that's great. I could have sworn I flagged something else. Looks like we're going to run out of meat too, so you know what that means. More hunting in our future, and it's not going to be that rhino. Okay, so they're leaving the map. I have no issues with that. Check the wildlife tab. We have an elephant with burn. I don't even know what that means. I guess it got burned in a fire, would be my guess. Got a couple emus, some iguanas. Okay, well, we'll hunt an elephant. Works for me. Okay, in the morning what we'll do is we'll have... Actually, we don't even have to. It's sort of a nice thing. They still end up deconstructing it. But you don't actually have to order a deconstruct and then do it. Oh, first off. Oh good, we did run power over there. Okay, so temperature, cooler, put it right here. Okay, we'll get to that in the morning. As you can see, this is not holding. And as a matter of fact, when I mean, it's close, but it's not holding. This is still holding. That's even with 2 coolers. It's not holding. And the vent. I hate heat waves. Absolutely hate them. Imagine the humidity right now with this rain. Oh, but they don't do that. But you get the drift. In the morning, what I will do is I will prioritize for Gem the butchering. So we'll get the meat in here. That's why I was like, we're low on meat, but I thought I just hunted a bunch of stuff. Well, yeah, we did. Can I get you butchering? Thanks. Beautiful. I hear the hunting going on, so that's probably Suki. Looks like Dennis is out. Okay, Dennis will do some more stone blocks. What we probably want to do at this point is we don't want to move the stone blocks over all the way over here. I don't know if I made this a stockpile. I probably did not. Yeah, this is all flagged. So what we'll do is we'll go to chunks. Nope. We'll go to raw resources, stone blocks. We'll flag those as on. Then what we'll do is we'll flag this. Ooh, research done. So we finished researching machining, which is fantabulous. The next one up is the microelectrics basics. This would allow us to do, if we built it, we could take apart that mechanoid that we got, or we can make some other stuff on it. It is a table we will absolutely make, probably not right this minute. We're going to remove stone blocks out of here. So from now on, the stone blocks should go here, which is a little bit more essential. So that is that's a punishment right there, what just happened. So in addition to the heat wave going on, we got a solar flare, which of course turns off all of our coolers. Turns off, our stove. Turns off our lights. So, great. Fantabulous. Story of our lives, right, folks? Randy's being mean this episode. So we will just attempt to make do in the heat. Hopefully, since the stove is down, no one will come in here. I can't believe it's already 18 degrees in here. That's how fast. Even though there's no real opening to anywhere. That's horrible. That meat's gonna decay. Ay, ay, ay. So horrible. Well, I guess the positive here is, except for EG working the stone right now, everybody else, and Suki bringing in an elephant that's going to rot faster than who knows what, everybody else is hauling. So we're getting everything moved over. Fine. Stone blocks are getting put away. She's going to go ahead and cut this up and put it in that heat chamber that is our fridge. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know where Dennis is. Good, good. Dennis is cleaning. Yep, see, we're just moving. So as you can see, we actually have quite a bit of cloth, whether it's wool or elephant skin, those types of materials. Looks like Suki is now taking over some of the stone cutting while everybody else is hauling. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So here's where we're putting the clothing. We don't have a lot, but Dead Man's clothing will go in there too. We're going to put the stone blocks up here for now. Looks like wood and steel and stuff like that here. Okay, here goes the power. Let's hope it's early enough or soon enough that this stuff gets frozen again, because that's important. Looks like the smoke leaf got done. What I'm going to do is, rather than wait for this one plant to grow, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to set this to be, I was thinking rice. And we're going to allow selling. Good. that's all great. Rasta's doing a great job at the research. If we actually take a quick look, we would see that Rasta's now up to a 10 skill in research. So, you know, just it's when they sit there, which they pretty much do, if you assign them to it, you know, they're going to be there most of the day or the night, depending, and their skill will go up. Imagine if you stuck someone out just mining away at rock from sun up till sun down. That's essentially what's happening. So your skill is going to go up. Looks like we do have some more smoke leaf. That'll probably get hauled. Suki definitely did not finish sowing the rice, but that's fine. And Suki still has, oh my. So we got the heat stroke. Not happy about that. But now that they're in their air-conditioned beds, that'll recover. Not worried. But Suki's gutworms have gone away, which is fantabulous. Just means Suki will eat less. We won't have to use the medication. Suki won't be in such a bad mood from the pain. So all of those things are very, very happy and promising. Looks like Dennis is grabbing a meal. We're still pretty short on wood. This harvest hasn't come in. So we should be thinking about, well, we're still not through the heat wave, but we should be thinking about what else is going to come next. Did talk about this wall. Now, if I build the wall out here, I'm thinking about, see, that puts a huge amount of, that's a good defensive border, but I'm thinking about just putting a temporary wall, like right here, because of this sort of southern exit. And then I can take this wall out, and this becomes a whole sort of defensive borderland. It's going to take a lot of stone, but they have been working some more stone up, so I'm thinking probably a marble wall. What do you guys think? Seemed like a reasonable thing to do. I'd like to get a little bit more hauling done. We actually got most of the stuff out of here, which is pretty impressive. That we were going to haul. The medicine's going to stay. There are things that I've forgotten to flag to go over here are basically going to stay, which is fine. Can we get rid of the heat wave, please? Okay, blocks, cleaning. Gem's back to cooking. And Rasta is still researching and doing a great job there. Okay, screw it. Let's get the wall built, folks. So, marble. Oh, I remember I was thinking, how much of this am I going to want doors on for like what we call this trap row? And I think we're going to want some more. So this will eventually become a door. Alright, no, this will be a door. But this won't. That's pretty good, I think. Maybe one more. There we go. And from here, we're just going to do this. Yep. Okay, so we had some visitors who wanted to come in from Shantytown. They're afraid to enter our territory for the following reason: temperature. So I can ensure their safety or send them away. Now, I definitely do have some air conditioning in the base, and these aren't people who wouldn't necessarily hang out outside the base. The problem is you don't really have control over them. I have no way to say, hey, come into the cool area, and hopefully they're smart enough. And so they may come in and there's just immediately leave and go, it's too hot. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and send them away. The heat wave could end at any time, but it's hot out. So we're going to continue with the marble doors, which we will put here, here. This takes up a lot of stone, the doors. And obviously such a long wall does too, but I'm going to let that get mostly done, but in addition, for that temporary wall we talked about, I just need it to be as short as I can. Now I could build some kind of diagonal contraption, and that might be actually shorter. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be frustrated. We'll just do it this way. Okay. Bingo, bango, bongo. There you go. Peace talk opportunity. Hakuja, chief of the Doas of the mountain, has sent us a message. She wants to talk with us in a nearby location. It could be a great opportunity to improve relations with the faction, where a poor negotiator can cause more harm than good and even anger them. 15 days. We're going to ignore it. We're not interested in peace. Not interested at all. We consider your feeble attempts a way to give us goods. A herd migration, a bunch of elephants coming by. Yeah, we're not going to mess with those elephants. Is this me? I wonder whether this was Sukihana chasing that one elephant that caused all this blood loss. I don't know. That's a lot of blood. Unforbid everything, but there is nothing on the map. Now we still have some spaceship chunks. They're pretty far away. We could go disassemble them for components. Looks like we got some more jade. We have some jade near our base. We have components. We have steel. I haven't really thoroughly looked around to see if we have any like gold. Ooh, plenty of jade if we want to make like jade statues later on. Seems a little bit more trade oriented, but you know, sometimes you need pretties to trade to the other convicts to sort of make that deal. I'm not seeing any gold. Don't see gold or silver, but these things are easy to miss sometimes. Nor do I see like uranium as an example. There aren't too many I don't know what you want to call them, metals or precious minerals, but it's maybe a handful or two. Couldn't recite them off the top of my head, but you guys probably could. So Gem is up, dealing with some of... Oh, yay, the heat wave is over. Fantabulous. Everybody is thrilled. Celebration in order. And for that celebration, we're going to make some smoke leaf joints. Everybody can have one. That's what I have to say. Okay, so it looks like we're getting back on the wall. Great. We'll probably make some good progress on that today. As soon as we get this done, also, we can disassemble this. And there's no reason for us to have it. It allows us to then maneuver between these two with no issue. But we want to make sure we get it done first. Now, I may eventually build a door over here. Right now, I'm not going to, but you know, sometimes you want, when you know your people are going to go out and collect, for example, whole steel, they have to go over here to a door, and then over there, and then back to the door. It's nice to have a door, a little bit more convenient, if you will. Doing great. Thank you, Gem. Looks like some corn came in. That will be important. It's fabulous. That's okay, Suki. How are the animals doing on training? So it looks like the rhino. We're going to actually switch the rhino to... Ooh, no we are not. Interesting. So Rost is actually high enough. Just fine. Okay. Why don't you train that elephant to be an attack elephant? You know, it looks like we had a baby alpaca. I didn't even notice that message. You guys probably did, and probably were like, "Hey, you got a baby alpaca." Um, well, I know it's supposed to just eat the grass, and we got plenty of wool. I'm going to just slaughter the alpaca. Why? Because I'm just mean. It's not going to give us much meat. It's not going to. I mean, you could let it grow, but it's going to take a long while, so it will be slaughtered. Okay, so this is done. This is beautiful. EG's back to carving some more, or crafting some more stone blocks, which would be a good makeup. And then let's get this work done. What do you guys think? Bam, bam, bam. 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 By the way, we can delete this now. Oh, wow, that was steel? Oh, steel wall. Nice. We didn't get much steel back. I guess that's half of what it would have taken to make it. Good job, Hermione. That's fantabulous. And in addition, we can remove this floor, which is probably all steel too. So that's one way to get a little steel. Again, not much, I bet. Oh, wow, 6 times all that. That's a nice, good chunk. Yeah, complain there. Okay. See, is this? I don't know. See, I always get freaked when I see these pets or the animals like stop near something. I'm like, are they eating that? You know, what's going on? Let's. We don't like squirrels in our habitat. Set that to hunt. This can now be all of our home area at this point. We can also set this to haul. Everybody's to bed, which is fine. So actually, this is probably a good point. The rain stopped. The heat wave's gone. We've got. We now have this sort of no man's zone. This, if we get the technology, will become our power source. We're going to work on extending our traps and maybe winding them back one. We'll see. The row of traps, if you will. Couple reasons for it. One, the more traps they have to walk through, the better off. Two, if we extend it too far and they end up sitting at the one end, then you got to think about shooting range if you were up here. But now we do have a defensive back. But the wraparound just makes it so that, we save room. Usually it's for tight passages. We have such a long one. But it means they also have more to go through in theory. So, other than that, everybody's to bed. We've survived. We're trying to work on the food situation. I mean, it's not a bad situation, but, it did seem to be draining. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.